How does any of this make sense?
I don't know.
Welcome to Watch Mojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Stranger Things actors who sound nothing like their character.
Hey, can you keep it down up there? I'm listening for a signal back here.
For this list, we'll be looking at the stars of Netflix's hit series, whose real-life accents and vocal delivery are dramatically different from the characters they portray.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Number 10, Nell Fisher, Holly Wheeler.
What's wrong? There's a monster.
Holly, slow down. I can't understand you.
There's a monster.
Holly. Whatever you saw, baby, it's just a nightmare.
A new addition to the Stranger Things cast as of Season 5, Nell Fisher has been introduced as the youngest member of the Wheeler family. If you haven't yet started the latest series, you might be asking, wait, wasn't Holly originally played by twin actresses Aniston and Tinsley Price? Well, apparently, since the character plays a larger part this time around, they supposedly wanted an actress who could match that level of acting skill, and the character was recast for this final outing.
Camazotz. What? Camazotz. From A Wrinkle in Time.
Never read it.
You should, it's amazing. Camazotz is like this dark planet that's under the control of it, which is this giant disembodied evil brain. Anyways, Meg's dad, Meg's the main character, he gets taken prisoner there.
But while you're already associating her with her American accent, don't get too used to it. Turns out Fisher was actually born in London, England.
The characters in Stranger Things get pretty inventive when it comes to choosing the right tools and weapons to take down the monsters in Hawkins and the Upside Down.
Her accent also reflects her time living in New Zealand, where she spent a few years.
I could distract them by turning on these walkie-talkies and making them think I was elsewhere, or lure them away with these spicy Hellfire Club pizza rolls.
Funnily enough, being a young actress, Fisher is still growing, and as such, has had to have her costumes refitted numerous times through filming.
I reckon you could use it as some sort of camouflage, hide your face.
Number 9, Alec Utgoff, Alexei.
И это с моего лица, ты лысая американская свинья.
Я-то, может, Алиси.
Remember the lovable Russian scientist with broken English who just wanted to enjoy his cherry Slurpee? In real life, the Ukrainian-born Alec Utgoff is fluent in English and speaks with a refined British accent thanks to his education at the prestigious Drama Centre London.
I read the script, found it interesting, especially, the fact that it goes from character to character.
His natural speaking voice carries none of the halting speech patterns or thick Russian accent that made Alexei such an endearing character in Season 3.
Нет вишни, нет уговора.
He says, no cherry, no deal.
What's even more impressive is that Utgoff actually speaks Russian as well, allowing him to nail the authentic pronunciation while deliberately making the character's English feel authentically strained.
A lot of some of the times you get directors that see only their vision and you have to play within that, and it's hard to do that.
The stark contrast between his sophisticated real-life speech and Alexei's childlike wonder expressed through broken English showcases his remarkable acting range.
It just made it much more comfortable to know, okay, you can do that, and you will allow me to do this.
Number 8, Cary Elwes, Mayor Larry Klein.
They lost their jobs to the mall and blame me for helping make that happen. Now, you go ask anyone else in this town. They all love the mall.
From The Princess Bride to Stranger Things, this veteran actor has displayed impressive vocal versatility throughout his career. As the sleazy Mayor Larry Klein, Elwes adopts a flat, distinctly American Midwestern accent that perfectly embodies the corrupt politician of Hawkins.
So, those are usually the two criteria I have, And historical PR, if you look at my body of work, there's a lot of history is the only subject I was any good at in school.
What many viewers don't realize is that the actor was born in London and naturally speaks with a polished British accent that exudes sophistication and charm, quite unlike the smarmy nasal quality he brings to Mayor Klein.
Going back to Robin Hood, why was that my stepfather's favorite movie? Why was I sitting there watching that almost every day, or at least once a week, and to the point of ad nauseam? What was that for?
Elwes has become something of a master at American accents throughout his decades-long career, with many fans unaware of his British origins. Though, to be fair, at this point his speaking voice has adapted to his American surroundings a bit.
So I wanted to write a love letter to the film, to the filmmakers, because it was such a joyous journey for me. And so I thought I better write it before my memory starts to fail me, you know?
Still, his ability to completely disguise his natural voice adds another layer to his portrayal of the duplicitous mayor, who would say anything to maintain his position of power.
Well, he didn't get to the word long before he emitted one of the most ginormous farts any of us had ever experienced.
Number 7, Tom Wlaschiha, Dimitri/Enzo.
Yuri will meet you there. So you heard from them? Yeah, they arrived last night. They're meeting Yuri soon. All goes well. But tomorrow night you're home.
The prison guard who became Harper's unlikely ally in the Russian Gulag speaks with a thick, intimidating Russian accent on screen. However, German actor Tom Wlaschiha naturally speaks with a much softer, melodic German accent that bears little resemblance to Dimitri's gruff Russian intonations.
To him, it doesn't really matter who you were in real life. As soon as you enter the House of Black and White, you're under the system of the Faceless Man.
What's particularly fascinating is that Wlaschiha is actually a polyglot who speaks 5 languages fluently, including English, Russian, German, French, and Italian.
Also, ob es jetzt genau in der Form ist, weiß ich nicht, aber sowas Ähnliches gibt es. Also es ist ein Scanner, der an Tatorten eingesetzt wird.
This linguistic prowess allowed him to create an authentic-sounding Russian accent rather than the exaggerated version many actors might resort to.
Совсем не такой был уговор. А Юрию такой уговор больше подходит. Знаешь ли, что стоит больше? Беглого зека. Продажные надзиратели. Ах ты гад.
His natural speaking voice carries none of the harsh, threatening undertones that make Dimitri initially seem so dangerous before his character's redemptive arc.
Also es geht einen Killer, der Frauen umbringt, und zwar in verschiedenen europäischen Städten. Und das Team, also in der Serie, hat ja sein Mandat vom Internationalen Strafgerichtshof in Den Haag.
Number 6, Dacre Montgomery, Billy Hargrove.
Heather, this is my sister Maxine, and I'm sorry, I did not quite catch your name.
The bad boy of Hawkins High intimidated viewers with his aggressive American swagger and threatening drawl. Yet few fans realize that Dacre Montgomery hails from Perth, Australia, and speaks with a distinctly Australian accent with characteristic inflections and vocabulary that would sound completely alien coming from Billy Hargrove.
It's about an hour for the week. This season was about 5 hours into hair and makeup. It's a long time, but it's really well made. It's incredible.
Montgomery worked extensively with dialect coaches to perfect his American accent, completely erasing any trace of his Australian origins.
Yeah, I think I was just lucky. Sort of went to set every day and acted like a sponge, tried to soak everything up. All the cast was really supportive. That's probably what I'll say.
The transformation is so complete that many viewers were shocked to hear him speak in interviews, as his natural voice has a much more laid-back, melodic quality compared to Billy's intense, confrontational speech pattern.
I worked at a butcher, and I used to have to clean the freezer, which involved scraping frozen blood off the floor of the thing when I was like 12 years old.
This vocal metamorphosis adds another layer to Montgomery's already impressive physical transformation into the mullet-sporting antagonist.
There was an extra behind me that looked like Muhammad Ali, and I was so embarrassed because he was absolutely shredded, and he'd obviously spent his life in the gym.
Number 5, Amybeth McNulty, Vicky.
Who's that?
Someone from band.
Though her role as Vicky was relatively brief, this band nerd caught Robin's eye with her distinctly American teen speech patterns and Midwestern inflections. What makes McNulty's performance particularly impressive is that the actress was born in Ireland and raised in Donegal, naturally speaking with a lovely Irish lilt that's miles away from Vicky's American band camp enthusiasm.
Oh, reminder, hi is usually used at like the end and start of sentences for no apparent reason.
Hi?
That is mine, Kai. No reason for it. It doesn't mean anything.
Despite having limited screen time, McNulty completely transformed her voice to embody the quintessential American high school student.
Oh, well, you also don't have to use it in terms of someone. It's like, oh, that's queer. That's queer, she's queer, everything's queer.
The Irish actress previously showcased her accent versatility as the Canadian protagonist in Anne with an E, proving her remarkable ability to vocally adapt to different characters.
Hey CBC Music, it's Amybeth McNulty and R.H. Thompson. We're from Anne with an E.
This quality allows McNulty to disappear completely into her roles, with many viewers having no idea about her true origins.
I'm so sorry. I am rambling about my dumb boyfriend when there are people out there suffering who need food. And I have just made a peanut butter on peanut butter monstrosity.
Number 4, Jamie Campbell Bower, Vecna / Henry Creel.
I could make my own rules. I could restore balance to a broken world. A predator. But for good.
The terrifying voice of Season 4's main villain sent chills down viewers' spines with its deep, menacing rumble and calculated delivery.
It is over, 11. Your friends have lost.
In stark contrast, Jamie Campbell Bower naturally speaks with a refined, somewhat posh British accent that's gentle and articulate, practically the antithesis of Vecna's nightmarish growl.
To the show,
Thank
Jamie.
you.
It is great to meet you. It's
Thank
so
you.
nice to meet you. I'm happy you're here.
It's a pleasure to be here. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much, Jimmy.
The transformation is so dramatic that producers actually considered using voice modulation technology before realizing that Bower could achieve the demonic sound naturally through his own vocal skills.
I am, yes. This will be, you get the exclusive. I am doing a Western saga with Mr. Kevin Costner. I'll be, yeah, I know, wild. I'll be in, I think, Utah in October, riding a horse, wearing a Stetson.
Particularly impressive is how Bower transitions between Henry Creel's more human voice and Vecna's monstrous tones, showcasing his exceptional range.
You're asleep, you're dead here, aren't you? Aren't you on the ground?
I'm on a wall somewhere.
This was the first time Millie had seen Vecna. She'd never seen him before. She was really sad about it.
His natural speaking voice, with its proper British enunciation and higher pitch, makes his transformation into the season's big bad all the more remarkable.
Souvenir to have.
That and just the sheer trauma of spending 8 hours in a makeup chair.
Number 3, Joseph Quinn, Eddie Munson.
What do you say, Henderson? Are you ready for the most metal concert in the history of the world?
The beloved dungeon master who rocked out to Metallica in the Upside Down speaks with a perfect American accent, complete with the slightly aggressive animated quality of a 1980s metalhead.
You know, you're not what I thought you'd be like.
Mean and scary?
However, fans were shocked to discover that Joseph Quinn naturally speaks with a proper English accent that bears absolutely no resemblance to Eddie's enthusiastic Midwestern drawl.
So then I was summoned to this desk where someone asked me, "What are you doing in the United States, sir?" I said, "Well, I'm actually here to meet Jimmy Fallon on The Tonight Show." And he didn't believe me.
The British actor so completely inhabited his character's voice that even his American castmates were surprised when they first heard him speak off camera. Quinn's natural speaking voice has a much more controlled, measured quality compared to Eddie's expressive, passionate delivery.
I think I probably got about 15 minutes today where that wasn't flying around in my head. So it's nice to have it back. Yeah, I think it's so funny. Well done, whoever did it. Yeah.
His ability to maintain the American accent through Eddie's highly emotional scenes, from frantic panic to tender vulnerability to heavy metal enthusiasm, demonstrates Quinn's exceptional commitment to vocal authenticity.
Joe? Yeah. Before you were on Stranger Things, you were on Broadway Baby. You're in Les Miserables, which I love because as a bunny trapped in a jar, I'm also Les Miserables.
Number 2, Charlie Heaton, Jonathan Byers.
Because you're my brother, and I love you. And there is nothing in this world, okay? Absolutely nothing that will ever change that.
The soft-spoken, somewhat awkward Jonathan speaks with a distinctly American accent that perfectly fits his character's introverted personality.
I should have been there for him.
No, oh no, you can't do that to yourself.
This was not your fault.
Yet in real life, Charlie Heaton hails from Yorkshire, England, and speaks with a strong Northern English accent that couldn't be further from Jonathan's muted Midwestern tones.
You're British.
I am. That's true.
Good acting. You're British?
What?
Charlie's natural speaking voice has a much faster pace and distinctly British inflections that would be completely out of place in Hawkins, Indiana.
Oh, it's all turned on me. Well, you were there. Did I? Yeah.
What makes his transformation particularly impressive is how consistently he maintains Jonathan's more subdued, hesitant speech patterns that reflect the character's introversion.
I had this one girl on the tube after season 1, and she sat next to me on the tube. She did a lot of that, and then she went, oh my god, you're the guy from Stranger Things." And I was like, she was like, "Can I get a photo?" And I was like, yeah. And she took the photo, and then she sat there, and she went, "No, you're not," and then just left.
The contrast between Heaton's energetic, distinctly British natural voice and Jonathan's restrained American delivery demonstrates the actor's remarkable range and attention to character detail.
I was in a record store in St. John's, Newfoundland, and as soon as I got in there, the new album started.
Number 1, Millie Bobby Brown, 11.
Friends? What friends?
You know, Stacy and Angela.
Angela.
You'll meet them. I promise. Just not today. I want today to be about me and you.
Topping our list is the actress behind Stranger Things' most iconic character. As the psychokinetic test subject with limited verbal skills, Brown speaks with a distinctly flat American accent and initially used a vocabulary limited to just a few words.
You promised I'd go, and I never leave!
In reality, Millie Bobby Brown was born in Spain, raised primarily in England, and naturally speaks with a crisp British accent that bears absolutely no resemblance to Eleven's halting speech patterns.
It was the craziest trip because these two flights had been mixed up and they hadn't been flying out. And I was in the lounge and we had found other transportation to get to New York.
What makes her transformation even more impressive is that she had to learn how to speak incorrectly in a foreign accent, mastering the art of making Eleven's developing speech sound authentic rather than performative.
The last time I spoke to Robert on FaceTime was in a bit of I was like, should I get tortoises? Should I not get tortoises?
Brown's natural speaking voice is animated, rapid, and articulate, essentially the opposite of Eleven's careful, deliberate speech.
Everybody kind of loves a bit of it. My mum, she's always like, I can't watch it. But then she sits there and she's like,
Her ability to maintain the character's voice while gradually evolving Eleven's speech throughout these seasons demonstrates remarkable skill, especially considering she was just 12 years old when she started the role.
I mean, it's definitely really, really crazy for Eleven because she's back and she's emotional and she's just an emotional wreck and she's just come from the upside down.
Do you agree with our picks? Which Stranger Things actor's real voice surprised you the most? Let us know in those comments below.